What up, everybody? It's your boy Mac over here again on Red Zone, and today's topic video is going to be about women and their words. All right. Now, I've been through this so many times now that it's kind of like beat into my subconscious. So I can't like. It's hard to believe what a woman says anymore, because it's like they'll say something, and then we dudes want to just take whatever they say and be like, okay, she's gonna follow up on that. But the thing is, women are kind of covert. Well, it ain't kind of, they are covert, and we're overt, which means we're gonna say exactly what we feel and think usually. And women tend to say things like subliminal messages type stuff, and we're supposed to decode it. I know a lot of men understand that frustration and how that works. All right, so here's my way of getting around that now. After being with it like so many times with so many different females, I notice a lot of dudes, y'all learn from experience too. It's kind of like after a while, I kind of like understand where the dudes that are the asshole types, that we nice guys are so-called beta males. I don't think a nice guy's necessarily a beta male, but the dudes that get fucked over a lot, you start to see why the dudes like that are the assholes to women and that win with women, why that is. Because they don't take no shit. They don't allow any misunderstandings to occur. That's the good thing. Like the dudes that are the D-boys, the dudes that are out there getting it all the time, they don't have time to just sit around and text women all day. And they also ain't got time for no bullshit. Because, if he's out here trying to get his bread and they might have to, pop somebody or anything like that, you think he's going to take time to, waste his time with a chick that ain't giving him, clear messages of what's going down? You know what I mean? It's kind of makes so much sense now when you think about it. You gotta kind of be like with these females, tell her what it is you want, and then let her fall in line. And then like AMS, Steph is Cold, all these guys that do YouTube, you gotta realize that that's why they say that you have the abundance mindset and be on your purpose so much. Because that D-boy out there, he's on his purpose. He's out there getting his bread. So when it comes to everything else, he ain't got time for no bullshit. And what do women love to do? They love your free attention. They love the bullshit. So you can't have the time to allow the bullshit. Because if you notice, the dudes that have so much free time are the ones that allow that. You got to always keep your mind and your time occupied with something that's improving you versus something that's just going to dwindle you down and hurt you in the long run. Alright? So the best way to counteract women and their words is tell her what you want. I've noticed here from your experience lately, whenever I tell a woman, here's what I want, and it's kind of like this: if you cool with it, cool. If you're not, then I'm about to move on from you anyway. So it kind of just makes sense to where whenever you're talking with a woman, make sure you kind of just give out blatantly what it is that you desire from her and how would you like things to go. Let's say you don't say, hey, when are you available? When can I see you? Because that allows too much availability. That shows that you have so much free time to allow her to make the choose and have the choice of what day to see you and all that. You don't want that, because then it gives the freedom of this guy's easily available. I don't have to go see him because he ain't obviously seeing no other women. So that shows low value. Alright? So what you need to do is have a set date and time. Make sure you say, alright, I want to see you Saturday night around this time period. If you're available, cool. If you're not, well, just so on. I'll go to the next one. That's how that kind of attitude and mindset you have to have. Because if you try to appeal to her, like you're trying to be like her little nice guy, you're not gonna get nowhere with her. Because everything you're doing shows low value. Now, it's all counterintuitive, really, because when you think about it, it's kind of like you're doing something that it's a gentleman-like thing to do, because you don't know her schedule, you don't know how her life goes. So that's why you want to say, okay, when can we get together? What is your schedule like? When can I see you? Because you're taking her time accountable. You care about her time. But it seems like whenever you do that with women, now you're too easily available just because you're considering her time. So it's kind of like that disconnect where, okay, I'm considering your time, I'm trying to be a gentleman, but when I do that, it just gets me nowhere. So it's kind of like you have to do the opposite of what you think would work with women almost. It has to be counterintuitive for it to work. Because, the dudes that are the assholes are the guys that get the women. That's counterintuitive, right? Because you would think the guy that's being a proper gentleman will get the woman, but it doesn't work like that. So something to make sure you guys remember: be counterintuitive majority of the time, and you'll probably win a lot more. Because I noticed when I stopped asking them and just said, okay, here's what I'd like, that then they'll fall in line. Because women, ultimately, they were built for us. They were built to be our helpmeets. They were built to fall in line with our program. That's what they were literally built for. Because at the end of the day, here's how I kind of think about women now. I love women to death. I still do, even after discovering female nature and being red-pilled. I still love women because they're still amazing people and they're just cool to be around. But the thing to consider is, it's all about self-preservation too. A woman can bounce back from a heartbreak way quicker and way easier than a man can. We wasn't meant to have like getting our heart broke. We wasn't meant for that. We wasn't built for that. So if you're the alpha male, you're being that true, genuine alpha male, you're not going to ever get your heart broke because you're always in self-preservation mode. You're going to care about your feelings, your emotions. All right. Now she'll bounce back. If you hurt her feelings, if her heart gets broken, I'm not saying you should go out here and go break women's hearts. Of course not. But she will bounce back. She has been biologically designed to bounce back from heartbreak. Just think about all the times that when women got all the villages that got like, you know what I'm trying to say? All those villages that got destroyed and the women would be taken as slaves and things like that. Just think, psychologically, they had to be built for that because that's how things were back in those days. So now women have been progressive. They've been like evolving to where they can handle such events taking place. But we weren't. We were never built for that. It's either usually with a man back in those days, you were either killed or, you were put in slavery, They had to stay alive. They had to endure all that. So they evolved for that. But we men haven't. We haven't emotionally evolved to that state. That's why so many dudes, when they get their heart broke, their self-esteem is so low. I make it like, I'm not trying to put my business all out there, but just so you guys resonate with this story, I remember one time when I had my heart broken, my self-esteem was low. So when your self-esteem's low, you're going to make choices you shouldn't make. Like I was sleeping around with chicks who were way below my value just to feel something, right? But you never want to do that. You should upgrade from that chick. Let's say you were dating a 9 and she broke your heart, you should only mess with 10s from now on. Like, honestly, that's what you should do. You should always upgrade yourself, not downgrade. And now it sucks because after messing with a 9 and you can only mess with 10s and there's not hardly many 10s, you just got to keep having that abundance mindset to where it's, okay, that may be the case, but at least I know my value. At least I know as myself as a person, I know my value. All right. But I'm not going to make this video too long and harp on this subject too long, but I just want you guys to know, make sure that you know your value. You're going for what you deserve. If it's 8, 9s, and 10s is what you feel like you deserve, just go for those. I'm starting to do that. I only want the baddest females I can get because I know that's what I deserve. I'm out here working my butt off, trying to look good, staying in the gym. I'm in college. Like, I'm trying my best to better myself. So I deserve a woman that's bettering herself or that's already successful. You know what I mean? So that's how the type of mindset you got to have. You got to feel that entitlement. All right? We dudes that used to get messed over by females, honestly, though, I'm not going to go on a little rant about it. But think about this. Back in, let's say, our grandparents' ages, how testosterone was higher than our generations of testosterone, and how women were made to stay in the house all the time, and their men would cheat on them and dog them out. I know because I know some people in my family that have been through that. The men would dog the women out and they just deal with it or just had to leave and be miserable. Basically, the pendulum then came back on us now. Our generation is paying for their generation's dealings. I'm going to say dealings because what they did is now we're enduring. The women have took the game back. They're doing it to us now. So now the shift has to happen again to where men are taking the game back again. But that only happens with knowledge because now we know what female nature is and they can't just use their little womanly ways against us because we know exactly how the game goes. So I recommend that all men go out there, learn female nature, learn about the game, learn about what you need to be as a man. And another great tip is the more you focus on yourself and improving yourself, the more So in closing, make sure you guys stay focused on you, keep improving. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.